There are a number of faith-based organizations on a University of Akron's campus. Roo Catholic hosted an Ash Wednesday service. President Kyle Monet explains it is a Catholic organization that strives to strengthen regular Catholics while exposing non-Catholics to their faith.
Are the Catholic organization for people who are looking for a group that is passionate about their faith and wants to know more and grow deeper in their Catholic faith. Every Wednesday night we hold meetings at 6:30 p.m. where we have a dinner followed by either a talk or an activity to go deeper into the faith, whether it be in one of the sacraments or talking about the Mass or talking about the role of Jesus in our daily lives.
Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of the liturgical season of Lent. This lasts 40 days until Easter. The ashes that are put on one's head in the shape of a cross symbolizes a reminder of self-restraint, abstinence, repentance, and prayer.
So you often see people wearing purple during this time, but Ash Wednesday is the beginning of that because during that Mass or during whatever service, we're marked on the head with ashes in a cross symbol. So what that does is it's an outward symbol of an inward reality, so that we are turning to ourselves and taking an honest look at ourselves and being able to say, okay, what are some ways in my life where I could be improving? How can I grow closer to God, especially during this season? And it's oftentimes accompanied by some sort of prayer or sacrifice during Lent. So, for instance, you'll hear of people giving up chocolate or giving up meat or something of that like, in hopes of spending that time or that money and devoting it to God.
One thing Catholics do give up on Fridays is eating meat, and they replace it with fish.
Every Friday during Lent, Catholics are supposed to abstain from meat. So that means that during those days we don't eat any meat that is like a land animal or a bird. Fish are okay because as historically, sort of like in olden days or in like medieval times when food was actually scarce and it would be a major fast because meat was such like a delicacy or a feasting food, fish were readily available and it was considered like the normal food of the time. So that continues to this day, so that we can eat fish as Catholics during that time.
The ashes that are put on one's forehead comes from Palm Sunday of the previous year. Palm Sunday is the Sunday before Easter.
All of the old palms from the previous year, which people take home and put in their houses, sometimes they make them into crosses. You can return those to the church and they will burn them in a special way so as to get those ashes so that they can use them in next year's Ash Wednesday.
Even if you're not a practicing Catholic, you may still receive ashes.
And any person at all, they are able to receive those ashes, hopefully as a reminder of like what it's actually going for. Because the outward sign isn't actually what does anything, it's the inward change of the heart. So anyone can actually receive the ashes on Ash Wednesday.
What Kyle hoped people got out of Ash Wednesday Mass is that by the organization providing the Mass and the student union, it gave people the opportunity to receive ashes in a convenient location.
So I'm hoping that the Roo Catholic community might be able to grow stronger and bigger as well, just because people may not have heard of us before this Ash Wednesday event. So with that, I would hope that people would also kind of make a change in their own lives to say, okay, these ashes are representing like historically in the Bible, they were representing people repenting and turning away from their sins and turning away from the evil or the things that they just weren't doing well, and then going back to God. So hopefully it would just serve as a reminder to them and anyone who came during the Mass today that it would be able to have like a change in their hearts sort of towards the better. And I really think Roo Catholic is a great way to support that change along the way, because in any life moment where things might be difficult or things might be a little bit more challenging than you would like by yourself, it's always great to have a community uplift you, especially when that community is following the same ideals as you.
Roo Catholic meets on Wednesdays at 6:30 at the Newman Catholic Center and Campus Ministry next to St. Bernard's Church in downtown Akron. Reporting from the Student Union, I'm Naquan James for ZTV's Lights Camera Akron.